accurate Storm Team 12 forecast.
Well, while most of you are anxiously awaiting the warm-up that gets underway starting tomorrow, tonight we're actually tracking a little bit of light snow out here on the Front Range, and that is headed for western Kansas, likely to arrive by early Friday morning. But you'll be happy to know if you do have to get on I-70 and travel westward, you're probably not going to run into any issues because of that. There'll just be a light dusting to the south of Goodland. You'll see that on Future Track in just a second. Here's where our snowfall for the season stands. Wichita now over 18 inches. If we don't get another flake of snow between now and when spring gets here, some of you are probably hoping that's the case, yes, we will finish the season above normal on snowfall. Right now we're about 8 inches ahead of where we were supposed to be for this time in the season. Dodge City with about 14.5. That's a little bit above average on snowfall. Goodland still a bit behind by 4 inches. We've had over 16 inches of snow in northwest Kansas. And one more final note about the cold weather we had this morning in Wichita, starting out at 8 below. No, we've had other mornings that have been colder, like in 1905, we dropped to 18 below zero. Our coldest low temperature on record for the air capital is 22 degrees below zero. We don't see anything like that on the horizon. Now, tomorrow we do start to warm up. It's not exactly short sleeve weather yet, but we're back into the 20s through central and eastern Kansas, and maybe some lower 30s returning to the southwest. We should see a decent amount of sunshine. There'll be some clouds tomorrow, but fortunately not a lot of wind, as it does continue to be rather chilly in your Friday forecast. You'll see that area of light snow coming through eastern Colorado overnight. That'll reach western Kansas first thing Friday morning, but again, it doesn't turn out to be very much. In a few spots, like around Sharon Springs, perhaps up through Russell Springs, and maybe over toward the Gove area, you might have an hour or two of some light snow. Even in central Kansas tomorrow afternoon, a flake or two possible, but no accumulation. And then Saturday afternoon, plenty of sunshine, good travel weather, and it does look like things are going to be warming up. I show you the wind forecast on Saturday, not because the wind speeds are anything that you need to be concerned about, but because the wind, and if you notice the small arrows are coming up from the southwest, that's the key to a warm up. Anytime the wind comes in from a westerly direction, that usually leads to a very big difference from the morning low to the afternoon high, and that should start to bring us back above freezing. So Saturday afternoon, goodbye to the snow. We get the 57 in Liberal, 47 in Great Bend, 39 for Wichita, and Sunday afternoon is even warmer. It's really hard to wrap your mind around 60-degree weather when it's so cold outside right now. But that's where we're headed by the end of the weekend. 55 in Great Bend, 53 in Salina, and Wichita back up around 50 degrees. And that will lead us into a pattern change coming up next week. Looks a whole lot more like early spring if you don't get to 60 this weekend, and some of us probably won't because we're still melting snow. By Monday afternoon, it's a strong chance that we're going to be up around 60 over most of Kansas. From the Epic Center tonight, well, it's gone dark. We're at 1 below tonight for Great Bend, 1 below in Dodge, 2 below for Salina, 1 below in Wichita. So, yes, still a lot of cold weather out there tonight, but we do have light winds, and it's not as cold as it was last night. 27 in Colby tomorrow, 36 in Liberal, 26 for Hayes. There'll be some passing clouds. You might see a stray snow flurry. Shouldn't be a big deal there. Central Kansas tomorrow, mostly low to mid-20s. 26 in Great Bend, 19 for Eureka. Salina gets to 24. There'll be some sunshine in the afternoon in Wichita after starting out close to zero. 23 to finish off your Friday, 20 in Newton, 22 in Kingman, and 21 degrees for El Dorado. 10-day forecast. 39 on Saturday, so that means tomorrow is the coldest day you're going to see on this 10-day. We hit 60 on Monday, 63 Tuesday. The warm-up continues next week. There's just a slight setback on Thursday, but as we move into that first weekend in March, highs are likely going to be in the 50s. Your Eaton Roofing